What's up, YouTube? This is Lightning 2288 here with another video. Today's haul is basically, well, I know in my last video I said I was going to show the rest of my stuff I got from the Claremont Packing House. I'm going to hold off on that and wait till my following haul video, which this haul video and the next haul video I do will probably be my last haul video for a while, and I'll probably just do collection vids. But I'm going to wait on the rest of the Claremont stuff I got and show it with my next video, because I do got a few more books coming in. And in today's haul, everything is from, basically every book is from Frank & Sons, but I believe two. One eBay and one crazy find. And like I said, guys, with my videos, I had to throw a couple of stupid stories in there, so just bear with me. And I did go to Frank & Sons with my boy Omega. We were supposed to meet Spidey Fan and KKM, but we were all busy, so, stuff came up, so hopefully next time we can all hook up and, do some hunting together. And one other thing, I just want to thank the community. Man, I'm over 500 subs now, and to be quite honest, I thought I would never get to 200, but like I said, I really appreciate it, guys. All the support I've been given, it means a hell of a lot. And a shout out to Mercenot. I saw your last video, you saying that your collection wouldn't even stand against me, Hero Hunter, Omega, and ETA Nick. You're out of your mind, bro. I feel the same way about your collection, so just keep doing what you're doing, man. I love watching your videos, and really appreciate what you said in your last video, but you got one of the better collections that we all strive for. Okay, let's get on with the haul. This is and I'll have it, like I said, during the video while I'm showing books, I will have a couple of corny stories to tell. But I'll start talking about that later on through the video. This first book, this was from Frank & Sons. I'm a big, huge Wolverine fan. And guys, check this out. This is my first variant cover. I'm trying. I'm trying to get into the more modern books. But my boy, Omega, when we were hunting together, he actually found it in the box for $6. And I know he showed it in I think a few videos back. I think it was actually for KKN's contest entry. And, basically the EC variant cover, just a cool looking cover, man, Wolverine Chop. And I actually read this book. I don't know what the hell is going on prior to this, but reading this book, it was really awesome. Love the artwork. Really love the story, even though it was kind of hard to follow because I don't know what led up to it. And I definitely need to start getting into the modern books and start reading them. Now, let me get back to what I normally do, collecting Silver Age, Bronze. I think most of the books in my collection or most of the books that I picked up this past Saturday are mostly silver. And like I said, with the Atom being in Season 3 of Arrow, definitely just start picking up his Silver Age books. Because just like what I was doing with Aquaman, they're really cheap. All these Atom books I'm about to show you were $5 or less. More or less $5, but there's a few for like $3.50, $4, but I just can't remember which ones. And the first one this is Atom number 30. And the cool thing about these all these Atom books I'm about to show you, they're all done by Gil Kane, another great artist. It still, in my opinion, still doesn't get enough play. But like I said, this is a $5 book, and no key issue in this, guys. No little insignificant first appearance. But like I said, for $5, probably like a VG plus copy. Hell, can't go wrong with that. And regardless, guys, I'm just surprised people don't pick up Silver Age more than they do, because the fillers are relatively cheap. And I'm just looking at, in the long run, I remember I've been collecting the Silver Age, a majority of my comic collecting career. And, from 4 years ago to now, the fillers are just rising. I remember buying lots on eBay of like 10, 15 issue Silver Age lots for like $15, $20. Now you're talking $50 to even $100 just to pick up, 10 issue lot filler Silver Age books on eBay. So if you see a lot of these Silver Age books in the wild, man, for cheap, definitely pick them up. They're well worth it. Plus the artwork is awesome. Next one is Atom number 24, and another beautiful Gil Kane cover. I don't know, these Atom covers are freaking awesome, man. Check this out. Oops, just dropped a book. That made it a VG now. But like I said, check these out, man. For $5, definitely can't worry. And you can see that little rip right there. But oh well, $5. And like I said, since I got Atom 1, And if I could get all these books relatively cheap, I'm definitely gonna start, strive to do a full run of Adam as well, because I picked up quite a bit. Next one is Adam number 22, and another beautiful Gil Kane cover. And this is actually does have a first appearance, as you can see on the cover. It's the first appearance of the Bat Knights. And before I get on to the next book, let me get to my first story. I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you guys out there. I've mentioned it in past videos. If you followed my videos long enough, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a shop I go to, owned by, I believe, brothers. I don't know, brothers or friends or something. One of the owners is just a complete prick, and the other owner's cool, but he just hasn't been around lately. So usually I go there just to buy like my Silver Age boards, and just supplies. I went there. It was about a week ago, and I went there on a Monday night or Monday evening, and I bought 100 Silver Age backing boards, and usually they just wrap it up in a like a plastic, and then they cover it with something. So I didn't really pay attention to it. But I got home so late, and I had to get up early Tuesday morning, so I didn't bother to Mylar my books, and I waited all week. So Friday comes around, and I go get the boards. I open them up. They were all missized boards. They were used. They were brown. He put a whole bunch of used ass boards in my my bag, and I didn't realize it. So and I know what people were saying. Okay, and then I went to the shop, and and I confronted him about it. I said, "Hey, dude," and I brought the whole stack back to him. I said, "Hey, I said, I don't know if you made a mistake, but you gave me a whole bunch of used boards, and most of them don't even fit. They're either too small or like too big. They're like golden age boards as well." And he's like, "Nah, no, I didn't." I said, "Bullshit." I said, "Either give me my 100 boards back, or give me my $5." And I know what you guys are thinking, $5 ain't that much, but it's more the principle for me. And this guy's been an asshole with me for a couple years. So basically, he accused me of basically using his good boards, and the boards I took out of what I was using, put it back in the plastic they gave me, took it back to the shop, and tried to get my money back. And I was like, I told him, man, basically, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I said, "It's either one or two things, man. I'm gonna get angry, and we're gonna throw down. And I know it's only $5, but I'm to the point now was the principle of it." And he's accusing me of being a liar. So he gets all heated, and he basically says, "Well, I'm gonna call the cops." I said, "Go right ahead." I call his bluff, and we kind of get in. He said, "You know what? Just here." And he gave me my boards, and he said, "Don't ever come back." I said, "Good, don't worry about it." So that was one of my stories that happened to me this week. I don't know, maybe I just have bad karma or something. Maybe it's my face or something. I just run into a lot of bullshit a lot of times. But anyways, that's the first story, guys. The next book, Adam number 21. Another beautiful cover by Gil Kane. Man, Gil Kane, man. I mean, DC is just filled with just great Silver Age artists, man. Just all their books. I mean, check it out. And like I said, it's weird because a lot of these Adam Silver Age don't have those little stupid, insignificant first appearances that I do like. But like I said, for $5, hell, why not? And really got a pretty good run of Adam going now. The next one, Adam number 20. And I just love something about the red and the yellow just pops. And like I said, another Gil Kane cover, can't go wrong. Definitely, I'm just telling you guys, if Adam becomes successful in that season 3 of Arrow and he gets a spinoff show, man, these Silver Age books will start going up. And just like when I was, for the last couple months, I've been picking up all those Aquaman Silver Ages. I noticed when I was at Frank and Sons this past Saturday, those books are starting to be priced higher. So, like I said, start jumping on these Adam Silver Age books while they're cheap. And they're actually pretty cheap on eBay as well. And, like I said, you can't go wrong. Silver Age, get it cheap. And it's Gil Kane. Can't go wrong with it. And then I was real happy to find this one, because I actually saw it in someone's video the night before we went to Frank and Sons. This is Adam number 19. And this is another Gil Kane. And I think it was Comic Fan that mentioned it. I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure it was him, but I don't know if he was even certain for certain about this issue. But I believe it is the second appearance of Zatanna. There she is, right there. So if it is, let me know, guys. I'm not for sure. I couldn't really find. I couldn't find a lot of research on it. I don't know. Some reason my iPad, my internet connection's been shitty lately. I've been getting logged off a lot. But like I said, if this is, I'm pretty sure it is her second appearance. But if it's not, someone let me know in the comments below. But still a beautiful cover. Like I said, $5. Why not? And her first appearance in Hawkman 4 is just ridiculous right now. And that's it for my Adams, guys. The next, well, they're all Silver Age basically. Then, like I said, like in earlier videos, I'm gonna focus on Hawkman as well. This is Hawkman number 20, and this is another artist that I'm just really starting to enjoy. This is Murphy Anderson, and this is also the first appearance of Lion Mane. I guess he was a pretty significant character, pretty significant villain to Hawkman during the Silver Age, but once Crisis came out, I don't think they ever used them since. But during the Silver Age, he was pretty, prolific villain for Hawkman. But like I said, a first appearance, Silver Age, great artist. Can't go wrong. Like I said, this book was actually, I believe, $5 as well, and this is actually like a fine copy, so really can't go wrong. And this next character, this is a Hawkman number 11. First appearance of Shrike, I believe that's how you say his name. But more or less, I think with this haul, guys, I really wanted to focus. Like, I know I've been buying a lot of these little kind of first appearance I don't know, like these newer, like, not new, for me, newer is like, late 80s books, stuff like that, and I've been buying them, and I'm like, just feel like I need to go back to me just picking up my Silver Age and stuff, and then if I do pick up modern, it's going to be more for the read, not for, I'm going to stop going after every first appearance, I want to go after, the art as well, and Murphy Anderson is just a great artist. I mean, check this cover out. Like I said, and people like me, I still, first appearances do excite me, and like I said, Murphy Anderson, great artist, and that's the first appearance of that character right there. And this is Hawkman number 11, and like I said, all these Adam and Hawkman books were $4 to $5, give or take. And I know in my last video I did mention that, with all the bills that hit and school shopping, I was talking to my boy Omega Friday night, the night before we went to Frank's on that Saturday. He told me how much money he was taking. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to take that much. My wife said, you know what, just have one last hurrah at Frankenstein's, just give it, like a month, and then we'll just get back into it, And I said, yeah, why not? So, that's why I was able to pick up. My wife kind of gave me the okay, don't worry about it. Oh, and let me show you my one eBay purchase, which I'm kind of disappointed because I don't overpay for a lot of books. I set a ceiling, and I rarely go over it, but this book is more like an impulse buy, I believe. Here, let me get these out of the way. And this is an eBay purchase. I was excited. I've been looking for this book for probably 2 months. I don't know if you can see it's cutting off. It's a Warriors number 1. I believe it's a UK magazine. But the significance of this book, it's actually pretty cool. It's the first appearance of V for Vendetta. So any fans out there of that character, definitely pick this one up. But the problem is, for 2 months, 2 to 3 months, man, I've been looking for this book, in the wild, which no way in hell I'm finding it. And on eBay, it has not come up once. Finally, about 2 weeks ago, it did come up, but the starting bid, and I know let me know, guys, I'm pretty sure I overpaid for it. It was more an impulse buy. I finally seen it and just jumped on it, but it was a starting bid of $49.99. So I put in, $50. And no one else bid it on it, and so I got this damn book for $50. And I mean, I don't know how much it's worth. I haven't really did the research on it, but at the time I was like, oh, $50 ain't that bad. And it's weird how things work, because like I said, for 2 to 3 months this was not on eBay, and as soon as I won this, the very next day one goes up in auction. It just ended 2 days ago, and the damn book went for like $15. So I actually paid $50 for this. But like I said, I'm still happy to have it. But I think it was more or less an impulse buy. It's like one of those books when, I don't know, you guys have probably felt the same way. You want a book so bad, eventually you're just like hell with it and you pay for it. And this was like that for me. I want to start getting into the more obscure type characters, and he's one of them. Like I said, I still want like Judge Dredd. I actually been looking at like Dawn's first appearance, Lady Death. I want stuff like that now. Okay, the next, well, not that, let me get this one out here first. This is all still this was my eBay purchase, and the rest of the books so far that I have showed and the ones I'm going to show are still from Frank's. And this is pretty cool. This is Action Comics number 440. And it's a Nick Cardy cover, which is a beautiful cover. Check that out. Awesome. But like I said, this was $3, I believe, $3. And not only that, it's the first Mike Grell artwork on Green Arrow. It's a Green Arrow backup story, and Mike Grell's first work on Green Arrow's in this book. So any fans of Mike Grell, definitely be on the lookout for this. I mean, it's relatively cheap, but like I said, he's another talented artist. Definitely pick up this book if you see it in the wild. Now, this is I'm gonna get to a story about me and James when we first got to Frankenstein's, but let me get through some of these books. I'll show the book that we actually kind of had a lover's quarrel over. I'll get to that when I show that book. Like I said, I'm a huge Neil Adams fan, and I couldn't believe I found all. And I know the Batman Neil Adams stuff is just extremely expensive now for any of them, and I know he did a pretty good run of Superman. I found all these Superman, like, Neil Adams books for like $3, $4. And the first one was, and check these covers out, guys. This is Superman 250. Neil Adams cover. And the cool thing, Neil Adams cover, and the inside, the penciler was Curt Swan. So you get two great artists on one. I just love it. I love when they do stuff like, don't you hate when like they entice you with the art of the cover and the inside just garbage? Now you get Neil Adams and Curt Swan to do this. It's freaking awesome. But check this out, man. Oh, pretty decent shape. Like I said, definitely need to start picking up more Neil Adams stuff because he's just freaking awesome, man. Check out that. And this is one that super happy to have. To me, a pretty iconic cover, actually. This is a Superman 242, another Neil Adams. Curt Swan penciled the insides. Real happy to have it. And like I said, $3 to $4, give or take. But real happy. I mean, check out that cover. It's another one. This is actually, the funny thing is, man, I think the rest of these books are mostly going to be Neil Adams books that I'm going to be showing. Definitely need to be getting back on that train. This is an awesome cover. I love this cover. This is Superman 240. Another Neil Adams. Like I said, Curt Swan did the inside, and I read a couple of these. I mean, pretty cool, but man, just the art alone, man, I just love Curt Swan, love Neil Adams even more. But like I said, two great artists on one book, you can never go wrong. This is Superman 240, another $4 book. Superman 237, another Neil Adams, Curt Swan. Oh, check this out. This is the book that this was cool to me. Like I said, another $4 book. And like I said, all these Superman books are probably like fine. Some maybe even VF minus. And for the prices, really can't go wrong with that. Really want to start working on getting a lot of the artists that I like, opposed to getting all like these like I've been picking up, first James Proudstar. I got like 2-3 issues of that now. I think I'm gonna stop picking up stuff like that and really start focusing on these old school artists. But this is Superman 237. Neil Adams did the cover, Curt Swan was the penciler, Murphy Anderson was the inker, and the writer was Denny O'Neil. Just tell me that's not like a Hall of Fame talent right there. All in one book, man. You definitely can't go wrong with that. Check out that cover. So, and I'm a little excited, guys. I know these aren't like significant books, but to me, anything Neil Adams does is like a key issue. So I'm just going to pick them up because I think eventually, once people get off of all the Batman, all the Neil Adams Batman stuff, Neil Adams has done so much stuff. I mean, I know most people associate him with Batman and Green Lantern, but he's done Justice League. He's done a few covers of Aquaman. He's done a lot of Superman, actually. He's done Superboy, World's Finest. So I'm definitely going to start picking up a lot of those books. Because once people get off of the Batman Green Lantern now, they're definitely going to start picking up his other stuff. And it will raise the value of a lot of these books. So I'm going to get them while they're cheap. And the next one, Superman 215. And this is it's Neil Adams, of course. And I just check this cover out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased over Neil Adams, but everything he does, I'm just drooling, man. His covers, to me, it's just art. just pure art, man. This guy's so damn talented. And like I said, this is, and this is a Silver Age book, and this was $4. I just like the tombstone too. That's pretty cool. But this actually does have a first appearance. It's the first appearance of Earth 215. I don't know what the hell that is, with DC and all their different Earths and, realities. I wouldn't know, but it is the first appearance of Earth 215, because I think the story takes place in Earth 215. That version of Lois Lane is killed. So I need to read this book. I've actually been wanting to read it. I might read it in the next few days. And the last Superman book, this is Superman 213. Another Neil Adams cover, and oh man, this is another cover that, look at the I like the green in the Superman title right here. That's freaking awesome. Look at the vault. That is just an awesome cover. Neil Adams, man, definitely gonna start picking up a lot of these books. And now, like I said, some more Silver Age. Like I said, most of this haul is Silver Age, guys. This is Adventure Comics 346, and this is my boy Omega, or James Jaime. He showed this I think 2 or 3 videos back. It's the first appearance of Pharaoh Lad, Princess Projecta, the Warlord Garlax, and the Nemesis Kid, and the Karate Kid. So more people know about the Karate Kid than probably the rest of those characters. And actually it says all their first appearances right here. Like I said, I think on eBay it's probably like a $20-$25 book, and this is another book I found, and this one's a VG plus, good day fine minus, but like I said, I only paid, this was I believe $6, so real happy to have it, and one that I was real excited to find. I don't know why really. It's just first appearances do excite me though. This is Adventure Comics 317. This is the first appearance of Dream Girl, which is not a major character, but pretty well-known character, and she's associated with the Legion of Superheroes. I think when she first started, she was part of the Legion of the Substitute Heroes, basically the group. If someone from the main team was hurt, they would come in the substitute form. But she eventually became a full-fledged member of the Legion of Superheroes. So definitely be on the lookout for this one, because I seen this on eBay. When I was looking it up, it was actually like a $20-$25 book in VG range. But, like I said, find it in the wild. Give a shot in the wild, guys, if you have the opportunity. Like with any book, just try to find it. Don't overpay like on Warrior books like I did. But definitely always try to find it in the wild first, and then, give it a couple months. And, if you can't find it, definitely, I know how it is. Eventually you just bite the bullet and buy one on eBay. But this is a book you can find relatively cheap. Let me get these books out of the way, guys. And like I said, guys, I'm not even going to apologize about my videos running long anymore. You guys are used to it. Me and Omega's videos, we all run about 25-30 minutes. Okay, this next book. Okay, me and James, I picked James up Saturday morning. We're heading to France. We got a game plan. What if we find keys we both want? We'll be like, all right, we'll flip for it. Or, we're sitting there like, we have a game plan, right? As soon as we walk into Frankenstein's, this game plan goes out the freaking water. I mean, it just goes out the freaking door. This is the first book we've seen. It was a new vendor that has a little glass case. He's up by the more the modern age vendors. This is the first book we both seen, and the glass case, and we all know what it is. This is Batman 222. And it's more, I guess, because of the Beatles. Any Beatle fans out there, definitely, pick this one up. Another beautiful Neil Adams cover. But this book is pricey. I tried to win this 2 months ago on eBay, and it's probably between, and this grade is probably like it's a real nice copy, actually. I would give it like a 7.0. I'm just saying in this grade, probably, this book still probably will run you between, and I'm going to give a big estimate here. I've seen them go for, in this grade, $100 as low as $45. So around that. But as soon as we both seen it, right, we're like, well, I want that book. Well, I want that book. And so much for the game plan we had, because after we started like kind of arguing about it, I ran, we both ran to the ATM machine. Luckily, I'm faster than Omega. And I beat him to the ATM machine and grabbed the money. And then I ran back and I made a deal. The guy wanted 25 for it. I got him down to 20. So that made James even more mad. But like I said, I mean, at first it kind of ruined the day after that because he kind of threw a little hissy fit. And, you know, we had like a little lover's quarrel. He kind of ran out of Frankenstein's. I had to chase after him. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But he was pretty upset. But like I said, he picked up some pretty good books after that made him feel better. So, but I just thought it was funny that we had this major game plan of finding certain books there and deciding who, you know, gets what or what we're going to do. And then the first key we see that we both want, we both race to the ATM machine to get the money out first to get it. But like I said, James, thank God I'm faster than you. But you'll get your own copy soon. And blah 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 blah. The next book. This one I actually got a pretty good deal on, and as you can see, the only problem with it, I mean, it's a little brownie, but I did not notice it when I bought it. Someone wrote like a 5 right there in marker, but it was $40. And other than that, it's in actually decent shape. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest shape in the world, but I mean, this book is freaking pricey. I would still give this by like a fine plus, but I don't know what that writing, that marker does to the grade. But overall, it's a pretty decent shape, and I'm just glad to have it now. Because I'm not willing, I mean, I always wanted the book, but I'm not willing to pay 150 plus for this book. But it's Conan #1. First appearance of Conan in comic book form, and it's also the first appearance of King Cole. So, you know, definitely, like I said, this ain't a book you'll probably be able to freaking snipe or, you know, stealth buy. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And if you could get it for like a $50, $60 range and it's like a VG Plus or higher, definitely pick it up. And, oh, and I got one other, not a rant, but one other thing. I know I've gotten a few messages about me and Craigslist. I know I show my you know, I've had a few successful Craigslist. I got my Swamp Thing 1 through 10, you know, Vengeance of Bane 1, Action 252, you know, the Craigslist haul with James, you know, the Metal Men and all those books. But I just want to, maybe I'm doing a misconception of how it works, and I apologize. If you guys decide to do Craigslist, it takes a lot of time and effort. It ain't like I just, you know, I put an ad up or I answer an ad and I go there and I hit a gold mine. You guys have to put forth the effort. So if you guys do it, just be wary that you will fail more than you succeed. I'm gonna tell you, I put in ads and I get hit up all the time, email, and then I talk to people on the phone. I talk to probably 5 to 6 different people every week. I see 2 to 3, 4 people every week. And I'll tell you, this last week I've talked to 10, 15 different people and saw a couple collections didn't work out. But it's time and effort. If you guys are willing to put in the time and effort, you'll definitely eventually succeed and get some good deals off Craigslist. But I think I just kind of made it look like every time I have, like I mentioned Craigslist, oh, I got this on the first try. No, it's taken multiple tries, guys, and I'm sorry about giving the misconception out there. But put in the time and effort, you'll eventually run into a pretty good deal. But this is the last book I got from Frankenstein. Super happy. Finally got it. Wanted it for a while, but wasn't high on my priority. And yeah, guys, I actually paid for this book. This book was $50, but as you can see, it's a real high grade copy. And I know, a lot of people care it's a newsstand edition, but that really I don't care about. You know, as long as I have it. But this is pretty high grade. And for $50, definitely super happy to have it. And I wanted it, but it wasn't high on my priorities. But when I started watching Arrow and seeing how badass Deathstroke was, man, I'm telling you guys, that's when it just, every time I was watching an episode of Arrow and he was in it, it was just bugging the hell out of me that I did not have this book. I know I didn't get deals like some people getting it for $1, you know, $2. But like I said, for $50, I'm real happy to have it, and especially a high grade copy, because I know high grades are going up into the hundreds now. So really happy to have it. Glad to get off my list. Okay. For my last book, kind of weird how it worked out. Okay, like I said, I mentioned, you know, my backing board story with that dickhead owner, so now I don't got a area where I could buy supplies. So after I dropped James off, we were going. Actually, guys, we were going to make a video together, but he ended up having to be called into work. So be on the lookout for that video later on. We might decide to make a video together and kind of be more ourselves. Probably be talking shit to each other the whole video, but you know, be on the lookout for that. It will be coming soon. We're probably gonna combine a haul or something and just talk. And let me know what you think if you'd like to see something like that. And okay, and after I dropped him off. You know, well, the hour ride home, I had to hear him bitch about that Batman 222, so, you know, whatever. But after I dropped him off, I go home, and I'm like, alright, I need to Mylar my books. Got Mylar, got no boards. I used them all. Because I've been slowly boarding all my X-Men, my whole X-Men collection, so I ran out of boards again. So I can't go back to that shop anymore, so I actually went on, you know, comic book store, locator. And there's actually a new shop in Riverside, Indiana, really cool place, Spinks Comics. I don't know if anybody in SoCal, just check them out. The problem is it's hard to communicate because the owner wasn't there, but I think he is. But his two workers, they're deaf. So you can't just ask them the price. You have to go there and actually write on a pad, you know, what are you selling this for? Or if you're trying to make a deal or whatever, if they don't have prices on certain books. So, but basically I just went there to buy like 100 boards. And they have a real nice setup, and it's cool. It's a real clean shop. And, you know, they have like maybe 10 long boxes. They have like 10 long boxes against the window. And they got this custom cabinet that they're all sitting on with drawers you can pull out. And they have all the books you just start flipping through. And I know, I was in there, you know what, I had like $50 left. Let me just see if they have anything I really want. So, you know, I'm going through, and yeah, I'm finding, you know, and I actually was trying to get a lot of those, I know a lot of people have been showing those, I think they were the Bombshell variants or whatever. I actually had a Harley Quinn and a Catwoman, and I was like, I'm going to buy them. They were like $5 each, and I said, you know what, let me go through the drawers. So I'm going through all the drawers, and it's weird because they were mostly new books, and this is the kicker, guys. I finally go to the last drawer, Disney books and Valiant books, right? And not worth nothing. But this book was in the middle. Now, no, I didn't get this but this is what was weird about it. Of course, Hulk 180, been wanting it forever, just didn't want to fork down the money for it. But this is basically the first cameo appearance of Wolverine. You know, Hulk 181, still the money book, guys. I know there's a lot of controversy, so I got all three now, so I don't have to worry about it. So, but like I said, when I found this in that drawer, all the books were priced $3. So I'm thinking, like, have you ever gone and found a book like super key and you grab it, and I literally, my hand was like shaking. Even like one of the guys that was next, he's like, "Holy shit, you found that?" I was like, "Yeah." So I go up to the guy, and of course he can't just give me a price right offhand. You know, he writes it down, $75. I'm like, shit, I only got 50. I already spent enough. I already told my wife, already gave me like a certain point to spend, and I already, you know, I can't go over it. So I end up leaving the shop, and I talked to James. He's like, dude, how much money you got left? And he's like, James told me he would have bought it for 75. I was like, you know what? I got 50. I'm going to go back in the shop and tell him I'll do it for 50. Went back in the shop. It was weird because, you know, like I said, I went in there and wrote down, would you take 50 for it? And he had a remote. And he has a computer right by the register. He clicks on it, and the owner pops up. He's sign languaging to the owner, and he's telling the owner, "Would you take 50?" And I'm praying, and for like a few minutes, he's like, "I don't know. It's low. It goes for a lot higher than that." And I'm like, "All right." And I was about to walk out. He says, and then he kind of like he pounds on the desk because he's not speaking. You know what I mean? But I turn around, and he goes like this. And I'm like, you know, and I'm saying 50, you know, he's like, yeah. So, guys, super stoked to have it. Got it for $50. Glad to get off my list. Actually, a pretty nice copy. Probably give it a 5.5, 6.0. And we know they sell for well over that. So, like I said, another great find. That'll do it for my video, guys. As usual, ran extra long, but you know, I showed a lot of books, had a bunch of corny stories to tell you guys. And like I said, appreciate all the support. And I'll see you soon with one more haul video, and I'll be going into some collection videos. So, late.